responsible. And finally, what is going to happen today is a temporary ramp will be put in order to access the platform and the trains within 6 weeks, I'm told. What's the timeline?
Early summer, how about June?
For the temporary?
For the temporary.
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry, early summer. Think about if it could be early spring. The second thing I want to mention is that in 2 years, the MTA and I will commit $4 million to rebuild the modern platform here that will be accessible fully to the disabled, okay? That's what we're here for. You're here. So, what we're happy to see is that finally, those that are disabled will not have to go through the frustration and the lack of access they've experienced over the years here. It won't happen anymore in the near future. So for all the people here whose voices were loud, we thank you. The message was heard, and if the temporary one, any glitches, you call us.
We will.
Call the MTA first. Okay.
It's what you call port pride. We care on this side of the
Okay,
mountain.
introduce yourself.
I will. My name is Kathy Rinaldi. I'm the acting president of Metro North. I'm pleased to be up here in Port Jervis on such a beautiful snowy day with such great news. So it's a two-part solution, as the senator said. Two-part solution, as the senator said. And first off, I want to thank the senator for his leadership on this issue and for his help and his contribution. We're doing a signal project around here, which I think some of you know about. As part of that signal project, we're going to have to reconfigure the station, and as part of that, that's the longer-term solution that the senator referenced, and he's going to contribute some money, look for some money to be able to cover up some of those costs. In the meantime, though, because of the interest in accessibility, it's obviously a big concern for the community. Our own forces are going to be building a mini height platform over there by Pike Street. And that should be done. We're in the process of getting the materials together now. We're already planning the design, and that should be done by sometime. We're looking at June. So again, we also thank the advocacy community for bringing attention to this very important issue, and we're happy to have a great solution and to be able to announce it to you all today. So thank you.
Well, let me add one other thing. The improvements that are being made of this station is we anticipate increased ridership here with the resort. People come up from the city and they want to, get a car or a cab or Uber and run up there. This train becomes a good means of transportation to access not only the resort but the other assets that we have in the Mid-Hudson region. So I wanted to stress that. Yes, you want to say something?
Yeah, actually, I
could
do.
tell
I mean,
you're raring to say
no, I
something.
mean, I
Say
met you, John, when we up at Sullivan County. So, all right. One of my questions is back in the '90s, there was a proposal for a track realignment that was almost a signed deal, and then it got squashed. That track realignment would have provided parking for Port Jervis, which is much needed. It also would have added to what I'm seeing now. We need ridership is definitely going to come now, because we're seeing no question in the citizens' minds that things are happening here, and we're going to attract more riders, and the need for a parking area, which this was a sealed deal, it was inked, and somebody got it squashed. This is back in the '90s, and that would have taken care of the. Well, I got drawings that can be presented, but it would have taken care of. It was all included. The access for handicap was included with it. The whole shooting match.
Yeah, I'm not. I have to tell you.
Well, I mean, you were at the meeting when we had a meeting right here in Port Jervis.
Yeah, but I don't recollect why it didn't happen.
Yeah, well, it was probably politics. I mean, excuse me for saying it, but
no,
it was probably politics.
No, because we
You
tried.
know, that's the way it
Part of
always
too-
happens.
Part of it too probably is, and I wasn't around in the '90s either, but the Lions at that time was and still is owned by Norfolk Southern.
We know that.
So they have the ultimate say in whatever would happen.